uh $136.1 million bond on the ballot for May 5th, 2018. $136.1 million bond. Now, I know a lot of you may already be familiar with this topic if you're from the area. Some of you may not, and if not, it's probably a good thing that you clicked on this video. Well, what I'm going to be talking about here is a town hall meeting that was held yesterday, March 19th, 2018, at Carver Park in West Texas City. At around 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is when the town hall meeting started. And the town hall meeting was about this $136.1 million bond that's on the ballot for May 5th, 2018. Now, I attended this meeting at the behest of the founder of the Eagle's Nest, Reverend James Daniels. I'm a member of the Eagle's Nest. It's a community organization founded by Reverend James Daniels, who also happens to be my father. I attended at the behest of our founder just to become more informed on this particular issue and to be in a position to be able to do that which I'm doing now, trying to convey some of the facts and information to those of you who were not able to be in attendance at last night's meeting. Okay, especially if you vote, if you're in this area, if you are in this community and you vote, it's probably a good thing to be aware of what's going on. And first of all, myself, my father, the Eagle's Nest community organization, we support the bond. Okay, first of all, we support the bond. Now you have those, you have supporters and you have naysayers, right? We support the bond. Now, what is this bond about? Recently, as all of you already know, especially if you are in this community, you already know that the Lamar School District recently was taken over, so to speak, by the Texas Independent School District for reasons that I'm really not going to go into in this particular video. It'll make the video too long. The Lamar Independent School District was more or less deemed to be failing, and they lost their ability to be an independent school district. And so now the two school districts have combined, Lamarck and Texas City, as part of the ultimate plan of what to do with Lamarck no longer being able to be its own independent entity as a school district, saying that it failed for various reasons. Now, a lot of those schools, they were already, 60 plus years old, but with the Hurricane Harvey that hit us this hurricane season, a lot of those buildings were damaged even more. A lot of them beyond basic repair, as in it'll probably cost more to try to fix them all up than to actually just rebuild the school. So they are talking about voting on getting a bond totaling $136.1 million that will be allocated to building new schools. Now, the new schools that they are supposed to be building with this bond money is Lamarck Primary School, Lamarck Elementary School, and Lamarck Middle School, and also Guajardo Elementary in Texas City. Right, so those schools are supposed to be getting rebuilt, and it's more money that's going to be allocated to some other things like safety and security. One of the items that they spoke about was making the schools more safe from really with these new rash of school shootings. things like that. Everybody is concerned. No one wants it to happen at a school that's in their community that their children attend. So it's the type of thing that you want to be proactive about. So they were talking about allocating some of this money to um, um, enhance the security at not only the schools that are being rebuilt, but also the existing schools that need it. There's going to be a needs assessment done, and the schools that need certain security upgrades will get those upgrades, based on the need. Okay. So one of the things that some of the people that were against the bond were saying is that basically the schools and the school districts are ran off of property tax. Okay, if you ever noticed that, really, really, really nice neighborhoods, really, really, really nice schools, that's just how it go. Really, really, really nice neighborhood where people have $250,000 homes, $350,000 homes. They're paying more property taxes in. So there's more money going into the school. So that school, new school, new technology, new books, things like that that'll make the school better. Property tax goes to the school. So the property tax will increase slightly. Okay. Because of this bond. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not proficient at breaking down exactly how this bond will be paid back. So I don't want to delve too far into that. So you may be wondering, is the property tax going to increase so you can pay back the bond? I can't really explain that aspect of it, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. But I will say that the property tax will increase slightly. That was something that they kind of talked about too, right? But the thing about it is this, okay? The thing about it is it's about the children. It's about the kids, okay? Those kids need the proper facilities in order to get or acquire the type of education that they're going to need to be productive citizens. There were people, TJ Alls was broadcasting live online probably for I-45 now or something like that. And so he was reading some questions that were coming in from online, right? And one of the questions that he said that came from online was people were complaining, saying that, so now why does their property taxes in Texas City have to increase to pay for schools in Lamarck? I guess basically if it was Lamarck that had the problem that school district failed, why do they have to pay for it? And somebody beautifully addressed that in mentioning the amount of debt. See, schools can have debt and incur debt, right? And it was a lady, she stood up and she semi-addressed that. Well, she really addressed it by saying that Texas City had more debt than Lamarck. I can't really this is what she said. I fact check it. So the people in Lamarck can say the same thing because now they sharing in that debt. It's one debt because it's one school district and you have more. So it could be broken down like that. But all I want to say is some of the same people, right? Some of the same people who are talking about that when the fight to keep the Lamarck Independent School District alive and flourishing was going on, it was those same people making arguments to why that school district should be allowed to fail. Right? So you can't in one breath cheer on the failure of a school district, and then when the responsibility to carry on the education of those children from that particular school district When you take over that school district because you didn't really fight to keep it up and running and independent, you cheered it on, right? Now when the obligation to those children are now shared with the Texas City School District, you want to complain about that too. You want to complain about that too. I commend the superintendent and the individuals in the community that were on the committee to come up with this bond idea and the breakdown of how the money can be spent, because it is a way to get a large sum of money. Those schools have to be built now, and we are one school district now, whether you like it or not, right? So those kids have to go to, think about it, those kids have to go to school somewhere, okay? So if you don't have enough school buildings, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 school buildings become overcrowded, what do you think the result will be? Okay? And then do you want the school district itself to just go into immense debt, because they have to address the problem, they have to do something. So do you want them to go into immense debt to try to pay for these new schools right up front? Because then if they do it, it's the school district, so your property taxes are going to be affected anyway. That's how I see it. So if they can get this bond, if they can get this money, get this, all right, give me this now so I can take care of a lump sum of work. We can build up the infrastructure of this larger school district as a whole, give all of these kids somewhere to go, right? And then slowly pay this off. Wouldn't that be better than any other option? Because you have to do something. The thing is, we are one school district now. So there were a lot of good things talked about. I don't want to make this video too long. But the thing too is, this is going to be on the May 5th ballot. So I'm asking that you go out and you vote yes to the bond, because it's in the best interest of all the children involved. And in my opinion, even the individuals that may say vote no on the bond, they really need to reconsider that, because something will have to be done with these children one way or the other. So if this isn't the solution, what is? You see, it's not the type of thing you can say, let's just not do it. You have to say, let's not do that, let's do this. And the other this has to make sense. You see, because something needs to be done, something needs to be done fast. And there was a lot of intelligent individuals that came together to do that. But I want to show y'all something real quick. I meant to do this earlier, but I forgot. It was in the paper today. Shout out Galveston County Daily News. And so my father, Reverend James Daniels, he said a few words, and Miss Edna, these individuals was on the committee, and I know you really can't even see it, but way in the back, well, not just way in the back, but yeah, I was in there, small fish in a big pond. Just trying to get a little information so I can bring back to you guys. So $136.1 million bond on the ballot for May 5th, 2018. Go out and vote yes on that. Y'all have a nice day.